All right, let's talk NFTs. I know. When you hear that word, your mind probably jumps straight to those cartoon ape pictures, right? The ones that sold for millions and then, well, you know what happened next. It felt like this massive digital bubble that just popped. But what if the real story, the important part, has nothing to do with those JPEGs at all? That's what we're going to dig into.
I mean, that's the real question on everyone's mind, isn't it? Are NFTs just a failed digital fad? After all the hype, the insane prices, and then the spectacular crash, it is so easy to just write the whole thing off as a scam that's finally over. But is that really the whole picture? Let's find out.
See, to get to the truth, we have to look past the pictures. Seriously. The real innovation, the part that might actually matter in the long run, it's got almost nothing to do with the art. It's all about the technology humming away just beneath the surface.
Okay, so first things first. Let's just strip away all the hype and the confusing jargon for a second. What is an NFT, really?
Okay, so it stands for non-fungible token. That first part, non-fungible, sounds super technical, but it's not. It's just a fancy way of saying it's completely one of a kind. Think about it like this. A dollar bill is fungible. You can trade your dollar for my dollar and they're exactly the same. But the Mona Lisa? That's non-fungible. There's only one. An NFT is like that, a unique digital token. So you should think of it less like a picture file and more like a digital deed or a verifiable receipt. It's the proof on the blockchain that you own a specific digital thing or that you have access to something.
And this right here, this is probably the biggest misunderstanding about the whole thing. Most people think when they buy an NFT, they're buying the full copyright to the art, like they own the image itself. But that's not usually how it works. What you actually own is a unique token, basically a line of code in your digital wallet that just points to where that art is stored online. You own the proof of ownership of the token, not necessarily the art itself. Big difference.
So that token, what's it good for? Well, it basically serves two main functions. The first one is the ownership style. This is the one we all know. It functions like a digital collectible, kind of like a rare trading card that you can hold onto or sell. But the second style, the access style, is where things get really interesting. Here, the NFT acts more like a digital key or a VIP pass. It's the thing that gets you into exclusive events or unlocks special content or lets you join a private community. In this case, the token isn't the main event, it's the key to the main event.
All right, so if the tech has all this potential, why on earth did the market implode so spectacularly? You know, the big crash. Let's get into that.
And this quote really nails it. NFT hype didn't collapse because the technology is useless. It collapsed because speculation completely overshadowed utility. This is so important. The problem wasn't the underlying tech. The problem was that people stopped asking, what does this do? And only cared about, how much can I flip this for tomorrow?
And that mindset created the perfect storm for a bubble. First, you had pure speculation taking over. Almost nobody was buying for the utility. They were just flipping for a quick buck. This led to an insane oversupply, with thousands of really low-effort projects flooding the market, making everything feel cheap. Then, the moment the mood changed, the liquidity, the buyers, just vanished. Poof! Overnight. And unlike stocks, you can't just sell an NFT instantly if no one's buying. To top it all off, all that hype from celebrities and influencers, it faded just as fast as it appeared.
So the crucial takeaway here is this. The technology didn't fail. The speculative bubble, built on nothing but hype, failed. There's a huge difference. The underlying tool, the idea of digital ownership, is still sitting there, waiting for people to build useful things with it.
Which brings us to, honestly, the most important part of this whole discussion. If we strip away all the noise, all the crazy prices, and the monkey JPEGs, where is this technology actually useful in the real world?
Okay, let's start with something we can all relate to. Ticketing for events.
You know the headaches with tickets today, right? You've got fake tickets everywhere and scalpers using bots to snatch up all the good seats just to resell them at insane prices. Well, with NFT tickets, each ticket is a totally unique, verifiable token on the blockchain. You literally can't fake it. But here's the really cool part. The artist or venue can program rules directly into the ticket. Things like, say, a cap on the resale price, or even getting a small cut every single time that ticket is resold on the secondary market. That gives power back to the creators, which is a huge deal.
All right, next up, an industry that's already massive and built entirely on digital stuff, video games.
Think about it. Right now, when you spend money on a special sword or a cool skin in a game, you don't really own it. The game company owns it. If they decide to shut the game down, poof, all your items are gone forever.
NFTs could flip that script entirely. You would have true ownership of your items. You could trade them or sell them on open marketplaces completely outside of the game itself. And the rarity of that one-of-a-kind item? It wouldn't just be a promise from the game developer, it would be mathematically proven and transparent on the blockchain for everyone to see.
And for our last big example, let's talk about how brands, creators, and communities could use this.
So, instead of a plastic card in your wallet or just a simple username and password, imagine your membership is an NFT. This one token could be your all-access pass. It could get you into a private chat group, unlock special gated content, give you early access to products, and even get you into exclusive real-life events. And here's the coolest part. If you ever decide you're done with that community, you could actually sell your membership pass to someone else who's waiting to get in. It becomes a real ownable asset.
Now, all these ideas we're talking about, digital ownership, user-controlled assets, verifiable scarcity, they're all part of this bigger, buzzwordy concept called Web3. But it's really important that we're careful here and separate what's actually real today from what's just marketing hype.
So let's break it down. What's real today? Well, things like DeFi or decentralized finance, digital payments, and some of the specific NFT use cases we just talked about, those are happening, often in smaller niche communities. Now, what's mostly marketing hype? The grand vision of a single, unified metaverse where everything connects and you can take your items from one game to another. That is incredibly hard to do and a long, long way off. And the idea that you can buy digital land and it will always go up? Come on, that's just the same old speculation we saw with the JPEGs, just in a different package.
So at the end of the day, here's the crucial point. NFTs are a tool. They're a framework for building digital economies. But they are not a guarantee that people will actually show up. They're not a magic wand you can wave to create a fun experience or a vibrant community. You still have to build something that people genuinely want to be a part of.
Okay, so with all that in mind, how can you tell the difference between a project that might have real potential and just another overhyped flash in the pan? Well, I want to leave you with a simple toolkit you can use. Here it is, your 6-question reality check. Seriously, before you ever think about getting involved in any kind of project in this space, run it through this list. Ask yourself, 1. What is the utility today, not some vague promise about the future? 2. Does the community actually care about the project, or will they all disappear if the price drops? 3. Who really benefits from this system? Is it the users, or just the founders? 4. Is there genuine demand outside of people just trying to flip it for profit? 5. How strong is the creator or the brand behind it? And 6. What are the hidden risks? Is it easy to sell? How secure is it? Be skeptical, be critical, and look for real value. And all of this leaves us with the big final question, right? Is this technology truly the future of our digital lives, the foundation for a new user-owned internet? Or is it just a very, very clever database that got way overhyped? The truth, as we're starting to see, is probably somewhere in the middle. And the future of it won't be defined by the get-rich-quick speculators, but by the builders who are quietly using it